Well, U.S. corn farmers are urging Congress to stop what they say could be a looming catastrophe. It all stems from a new proposal in Mexico banning U.S. imports of genetically modified corn. Mexico is America's largest buyer of corn, purchasing more than $10 billion worth of yellow and white U.S. corn last season alone. A ban would cause a nearly $74 billion blow to the U.S. economy over the next decade, along with approximately 32,000 jobs. Mexico's president announcing in 2020 that he would implement the ban by next year. The National Corn Growers Association says it could completely devastate American farmers. Let's bring in Marvin Reichert, who has been farming for 5 decades. He's the owner and president of Reichert Farms in Nebraska. We're so glad to have you with us. You know, corn, the single largest agricultural export in this country, and most of the corn is genetically modified. So how devastating would this be for farmers?
It'd be very devastating. I have all my corn booked and paid for now. If the ban goes in effect in January 1st, that means the corn that I've already booked and planted probably won't be saleable to Mexico in the winter. So that means I have to go back in and change my orders. And over 90% of the corn is already biotech engineered. So that means there might be a shortage of non-GMO corn. Not only do I have to change the corn that I booked, I also have to change my chemical plan. Results in thousands of dollars of chemicals that I don't want to use. I was poisoned several years ago by an organophosphate insecticide, so we went away from insecticides. If we have to go to non-GMO, that means the insecticides come back as well as different chemicals that we put on our corn.
You know, I researched this because, I mean, for a long time we've been hearing that corn isn't healthy, GMO corn isn't healthy. So I found out, and you know this very well, that the reason why this biotech corn is popular is because it's bioengineered to resist insects so that pesticides don't have to be used. Is that right?
That's correct. It's changed our operation. It's made us more profitable because we use less fertilizer, less water. We can use better chemicals. It's made us more profitable. If we have to go back to the non-GMOs, our profit is going to decrease.
But what do you say to Mexico's claims that the USDA says are not grounded in science, that it's not healthy, that the corn that's GMO processed is not good for people?
It depends on who you talk to. I can remember a few years ago when they said cell phones held too close to your ears cause cancer. They don't have any scientific proof that it is negative. It's bad for the people. There's a lot of good traits to it. It makes the food more nutritious. It fights drought and disease. By more production, we increase the food supply, letting people have a better supply. The food lasts longer. There's lots of benefits to GMO corn. And not only the GMO corn, it's not just the corn, it's also the derivatives of corn, which would be dried grains, distillers grains. It would be cornstarch, it would be corn sweeteners, anything that's derived from corn. It's not just the corn itself.
It's not just the corn itself, because so many products are derived from corn. We often talk about the fuel industry and ethanol production from corn. But I wanted to find out, what do you think will happen? Do you think that the government is going to push back on this? Because, again, the USDA doesn't want to have to change the corn supply in honor of Mexico's proposed ban. They actually want Mexico to change their ban. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Well, it violates the Mexico-U.S.-Canada trade agreement, so it's probably going to end up in the courts, and who knows what's going to happen. But I think it will be tough for them to block corn the non-GMO, to block GMO corn 100%. It's going to be devastating to the ag economy in the United States.
How much money do you think you would lose if this happened?
Well, I expected I could probably lose 20 to 25% of my revenue, and on a couple $1 million, that's quite a bit of revenue.
That is quite a bit of revenue, and obviously we rely so much on farmers and these crops as part of our U.S. economy. Marvin Reichert, I hope that everything works out, and I'm grateful that you joined us this morning. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.